everybody. Today we're gonna do day 4 of our math. So you guys should already be on math. And we're gonna do assignment 1, and it says assignment 4. I think that's a glitch. Just know that it's assignment 1 and assignment 2, but it says assignment 4, but it's assignment 2. Remember, I always post this on a separate document for Mrs. Almeida to put it, to send it to your parents through email. So I have it here on the side for me because we're gonna need to use our digital tools, which you guys can find right at the top here. I would recommend you guys clicking this and click on fractions, click on equivalent shapes, and it'll take you to this page. Also, I recommend if you guys are still having trouble after this lesson, you know, just understanding or, you know, seeing it, to click this link and it'll take you to this video. And if you watch it from minute 0 to minute 3, you'll have a better understanding of assignment 1. So there's a lot of resources for us to use, which I think is great and super beneficial for all of us. So we're gonna go over question 1. So question 1 says, Bryce drew this picture. Right off the bat, you guys see that this one is bigger than this one. Let's try not to get confused that even though this shape is bigger than this, it does not mean that this is bigger than this and this is smaller than this. So don't look at the shape, look at the fraction. Then he said, this shows that 1/4 is greater than 1/2. What was his mistake? Explain how you know that 1/2 is greater than 1/4. So right off the bat, boys and girls, they're already telling us that this is wrong, that 1/4, that this is not greater than this. We know that 1/2 is greater than 1/4. And if you need help of looking at it with the same shape, I recommend using this. So all you have to do is just click the box you want. As you can see, it's outlined with the orange border. And we're gonna do the first one, which is 1/4. So we're gonna click 1/4 and look. And if you click this button up here, this arrow, it's gonna have 1/4. How great is that? And then you click this and you see it turns orange, and we're gonna do 1/2. And then you can click here. And you guys already see here, look, it already points to the greater one. Now you have to explain to me why 1/4 in this picture is not larger than 1/2. That's all you have to do to explain. If you guys are having a hard time explaining to me, I would recommend watching this video because this video gives you an explanation as to why 3/7 is not bigger than 4/7. Those have the same denominators. Even though these have different denominators, you guys can use this and you guys can definitely see. Remember, the smaller the denominator, the bigger it gets. So 1/2 is bigger than 1/4. Remember, 1/4 is bigger than 1/6, and so on. So that's assignment 1. Pretty easy if you ask me. And then assignment 2, this one takes a little bit more thinking. We're just gonna reset all of this. Assignment 2 says, Candace buys 2/8 of a container of roasted peanuts. Alan buys 2/3 of a container. Both containers are the same size. Candace says 2/8 is between 1/2 and 1. So she buys more peanuts than Alan. Is Candace correct? So boys and girls, although she says that 2/8 is between 1/2 and 1, I wouldn't recommend paying attention to that part because it's kind of confusing if you try comparing it to the line graph, to a number line. So I'm gonna highlight this and I'm gonna highlight this. Oops, I'm gonna highlight this, different colors, and then I'm gonna put this in green because blue and yellow makes green, just to show that they are both the same size. So since they're both the same size, and look, you can even change the shape, we're gonna change it into containers, okay? So the first fraction for me is 2/8. So let's go to our eighths, which is down there, and click it twice. 1, 2. And if you wanna see if you got it right, you can click on this, 2/8. And then The second one Alan buys is 2/3. So now we have to click 2/3. 1, 2. Did you get it right? Yep. Okay. Now, what is the question asking us? Candace says that she is bigger. She has more. She says that she bought more roasted peanuts than Alan. That's the question. Right off the bat, looking at this, where is my sign pointing? It's pointing to my 2/3. So we know here that 2/3 is bigger than 2/8. And your job is for you to tell me if she is correct or not and explain. If you want to use the number line, you are more than welcome to use the number line, but I found it more confusing for me because if we look at the number line here, that you guys can get through Power School, you see the eighths on the bottom, right? Here we have 2/8. Let's look at the top. If she said that 2/8 was between 1/2 and 1, is she right? I don't think so, because 2/8 is all the way back here. And what about 2/3? Is 2/3 between 1/2 and 1? It is. So 2/8 would be here, and 2/3 is up here. So that's another explanation you guys can give with the number line. So you can either give an explanation through the number line that we have presented here. Remember, just look at the bottom one and look at the top and look at the thirds. And if not, you can use your resources here. And that's pretty simple, guys. That's just the 2 assignments. If you guys have any questions, of course, please ask. Please submit this through Power School. And of course, always stay safe, wash your hands, and stay inside. Only one more day, guys, and we'll make it to Friday. Alrighty, have a good day.